Hello, and welcome to the Legacy Stories. Today, we bring you the remarkable journey of a man who changed the course of history. Not with weapons or power, but with truth, courage, and peace. This is the story of Mahatma Gandhi, the man who led millions to freedom through the force of his spirit. A story of faith against fear, of peace against violence, and of one man's belief that even the smallest voice can shake the mightiest empire. Stay tuned, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's walk through the life of the power of peace that freed a nation. It was October 2nd, 1869, in a small coastal town called Porbandar in India. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born into a modest Hindu family. His father was a local official, and his mother, Putlabai, was deeply religious. Her devotion, fasting, and compassion left a mark on the young boy's heart. Gandhi wasn't extraordinary as a child. He was shy, quiet, and often nervous. But deep inside, he carried a rare sensitivity, a quiet conscience that would one day echo across the world. In 1888, Gandhi left India to study law in London. It was his first time away from home, and he faced a clash between his traditional upbringing and the Western lifestyle around him. He struggled to fit in. He was mocked for his appearance, and he often questioned his own identity. But during those years, Gandhi developed discipline. He studied not only law, but also the writings of great thinkers like Tolstoy and Thoreau, men who spoke about truth, justice, and civil disobedience. When Gandhi finally returned to India as a young lawyer, he had education but not opportunity. His early attempts at law practice failed. Yet destiny had other plans, and it would soon call him far away. In 1893, Gandhi accepted a legal assignment in South Africa, a decision that would awaken his true purpose. There, he faced racial discrimination for the first time. He was thrown out of a train in Pietermaritzburg for refusing to leave the whites-only compartment, despite having a valid ticket. That night, sitting alone in the cold, Gandhi made a decision that changed history. He would never allow injustice to go unanswered again, not with anger, but with truth and nonviolence. In South Africa, Gandhi began organizing the Indian community to fight for their civil rights through peaceful resistance. He called it Satyagraha, the force of truth. For the next 20 years, Gandhi led movements that challenged unfair laws, uniting people through courage and moral strength rather than hatred. When he finally returned to India in 1915, he was no longer just a lawyer. He was a leader and soon a legend. Back in India, Gandhi saw his homeland under British rule, divided, poor, and afraid. He traveled across villages, met farmers, and listened to the people's pain. He dressed like them, lived like them, and made their struggle his own. His simplicity became his strength, and the people began to see him not as a politician, but as one of them. He led movements like the Champaran protest in 1917 and the non-cooperation movement that encouraged Indians to boycott British goods and institutions. His message was clear: freedom begins with self-respect. His quiet defiance and moral courage earned him the title Mahatma, meaning great soul. In 1930, Gandhi decided to challenge one of the most symbolic injustices of British rule: the tax on salt, a basic necessity of life. He announced a non-violent protest, a 240-mile walk from his ashram to the Arabian Sea. Thousands joined him along the way, walking barefoot under the burning sun. When Gandhi finally reached the shore, he bent down, picked up a handful of salt, and declared India's right to freedom. That moment shook the world. The image of a frail, old man defying an empire became a symbol of resistance. Newspapers from London to New York carried his story. The world was witnessing the power of peace in its purest form. The struggle continued for years. Gandhi was imprisoned many times, but his spirit only grew stronger. His philosophy of Ahimsa, nonviolence, became a moral weapon that no army could defeat. Finally, after decades of struggle, India gained its independence on August 15, 1947. The dream had come true, but at a cost. The partition of India and Pakistan brought violence and bloodshed. Gandhi was heartbroken. He spent his final days trying to bring peace between communities torn by hatred. On January 30th, 1948, as he walked to his prayer meeting, Gandhi was shot by a man who opposed his beliefs. His final words were, "Hey Ram," a prayer that summed up his entire life: faith, forgiveness, and peace. Mahatma Gandhi left behind no riches, no throne, and no empire, but he left behind something far greater, an idea. His philosophy of truth and nonviolence inspired movements around the world. Leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, and even the Dalai Lama drew strength from his path. Today, Gandhi's life reminds us that power is not in domination, but in self-discipline. That peace is not weakness, but the highest form of strength. And that one person, armed with nothing but truth, can change the destiny of nations. Thank you for watching the Legacy Stories. If Gandhi's story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Every week, we bring you the untold journeys of those who shaped history, stories of courage, vision, and the legacy they left behind. Until next time, keep believing in the power of truth, and never forget, even peace can be a revolution.